All right, everybody, welcome. Tales from the Flipside. This is episode 236. We are still going to talk about a little CGC-ness. I got some news, a little market report. My four hombres to the right of me. I don't know what else we're going to do. We're going to do a bunch of stuff. Market report. I got a pickup, so we can talk about that. And that's about it. So here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, guys. So this is what we're doing. We're rolling. So basically, I'm gonna leave CGC to the end. I think because I think that's going to be a more expansive topic than the rest of the old news. So we'll break into the news real quick. So let's do this. Let's do this. On top of things tonight, trying to. Okay, so I got a She-Hulk two kind of things. So first, we're gonna talk about. Look at the poster. The poster's kind of nice. That might be a cool comic book cover. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the artwork, Marvel's artwork, promo artwork has been on point. They've got a vibe they're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, she's attorney. Yeah, I like it. So that's that. The more interesting thing is if people don't want to know, I don't know if it. Leg, what do you think? Did the titles mean anything to you?
A quick run through, I didn't, and honestly, I flipped through them while I was eating dinner, which is literally 20 minutes ago. So I'm not sure. There was one with a name, and maybe I'm losing touch or something. But what was it? One of the titles had a woman's name.
Okay.
Did that ring a bell to anybody, or am I?
I don't know. We're going to show the titles, episode titles.
So basically, if you don't want to know, spoiler alert. Yeah, if you don't want to know, this is your time. 3, 2, 1.
Just don't read.
Just don't read it. Okay. Yeah. So this is the episode titles of the new series. So basically, I tried to make it as best as possible without losing granulation at most. So episode 1, whose show is this? 2 is the retreat. 3, the people versus Emil Blonsky.
That's the abomination.
Yeah. 4, superhuman law. 5, rip it and rip it. Mean green straight poured into these jeans. That's interesting. 7, just Jen. 8, is this not real magic? And a 9, a normal amount of rage. So it seems to be a decent things. So
I mean, this will be people are going to talk about the special effects of the show, but I think it'll be a fun character. I mean, She-Hulk's always been a fun kind of character, an amusing. Stan started as kind of a parody, I think.
Right. I mean,
she started in the 80s,
Yeah, I mean,
just 1980. Yeah.
Throw things on a wall and see what sticks. I don't know if I'm excited for it. It'll be interesting just to watch this something besides Bluey all day for me. So,
So episode 5, you think that's a play on the Thor frog? What was his name?
I don't think so.
Ribbit?
I don't
know. We'll see.
Seems like an odd tie-in.
Multiverse. I doubt it's a tie-in.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty street level, isn't it?
You heard it here first. That's what's going to happen.
That's right. The most spec on the world right here. So talking is spec, and we heard on first is a little Wakanda Forever, I guess. Is that action figure, I guess?
Yeah, I think. So. Yeah. It's not the... is that the Marvel Legends? I'm not sure.
I believe so.
But I don't know. I mean, that's what we've seen so far. That's Namor, huh?
Nice looking figure.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what it's going to do? I don't think that does anything, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not the biggest thing.
You never know. It might be worth grabbing. I mean, I don't understand the figure game. It's not. Not my lane. Yeah. But I think the Marvel Legends seems to be the one people go for.
In 20 years, this will be worth like $7,000 or something. Like nobody bought them and they threw them away.
It might be worth, double, triple what you pay. I don't think it goes crazy.
It's always weird. I'll check out toy haul videos, and people are so excited. Like they'll film themselves at Target picking out the latest figure, and I'm just like
the Hot Wheel people that go hunting.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, give me some sealed 80 shit. That's toy to me.
Do I need to talk to our favorite lawyer and make him go out in the wild and post videos of his Hot Wheels and pony pickups or whatever?
Maybe.
I'd watch it.
Well, he's got to get help getting to the top shelf too. So
I got school. I will buy him a mini ladder, like a little 3-step mini ladder, so he can get up to the top shelf. Next thing we got to talk about shelves is we talked about this 3 weeks ago, and it was like Target had like, remember the Batman with the Batman? It was the 608, right, or whatever it was, and a bunch of covers.
There was a Flash also.
Yeah, Flash. Yep. And this is a Walmart sticker, I guess.
Yeah, my a buddy of mine was out, and he's like, I saw these in the clearance bin, and I thought they'd just come out a few weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure that was the time. And he's like, they're already clearancing at $3. Oof. I mean, at $3, I gotta think that there's gonna be some room to make a little money on this at some point.
Does it say it was? Is that $14.99 or?
I thought it was
$20.
10.
I thought it was $10.
I thought it was 10.
Jeez. That is a hell of a markdown.
And that's Boss Logic, right? Boss Logic cover with the figure.
Yeah, I mean that's a nice cover.
That was a $30 variant when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I mean I think that's not a. I mean, is it gonna get you $1,000? Hell no. Is it gonna get you $100? No. But I mean that feels like a $20 flip easy, especially as we get closer, right?
In the near future.
Especially if they clearance them out so damn fast nobody has them.
Well, I mean,
yeah, no shit. Yeah, good point.
Mr. Rick, I want you to put a wood cover on this one to sell for.
Well, somebody said a lot of clearance Target's clearance as well. Smashing Hero.
Why? I don't. What am I missing here? Why would they do that this far ahead?
Could be a glut of stuff finally arriving. You know, we hear about the supply chain and everything was backed up. Now everything's hitting at once, and they just don't have any freaking place to go.
The last one sold on eBay for $20 plus $10 shipping. So there you go. Easy flip.
Easy flips.
So maybe go looking for the Batmans too. Shit.
Yeah. Speaking of flips and our favorite topic we always talk about, let me throw it up here. So CGC. So I got it from Bleeding Cool, but it's okay. So CGC changes policy on the Black Flag acetate covers. So I think this is look what I did for you. I blew it up for everybody. So obviously I thought the debacle would end last week. It has not. It has not. The flames have grown. The gasoline has been poured on it. So go ahead.
Has no one noticed the funniest goddamn thing about this whole event yet? I saw somebody post on Instagram, but what is the funniest thing that you can read right there?
Oh man.
In God we entrust?
What the? That's not a word.
No.
Is that on the book?
It's on the back of the book.
People have talked about it. I just don't understand it.
So is entrust? Is it like not trusting? Like I don't.
I mean, they made up a comic book. They can make up a word or two.
It says archaic spelling of entrust.
Yeah.
Dude, in God we entrust. Like that. Okay, we just got to admit that's not the same here.
No,
okay?
No.
That is not the same. Whether or not there was an archaic use of that word, that is not the same. They literally now added staples. Yeah, and there is an entrust bank. Okay, is that I saw that in the Google too. But yeah. So and not only that, and CGC keeps quoting Clayton Crane.
Yeah,
dude. First off, there's no way that guy designed that acetate overlay. He just knows it's his book, and they want to sell it, and he wants his book to be sold. Yep. So he has to take credit for this shitty misspelling too. And I don't buy it for a second. God, we entrust.
So again, and then CGC walked back. So basically, we're talking about green label versus blue label, all this stuff, and they're still sticking with the blue label, even though it noted it's 2 staples after manufacturing. It's just.
I mean, they made sure to say it was an acetate cover. What is it on there 4 times?
Yeah. Well, and the thing too is like, I'm sure all the guys who got stuff before this are sending in their books so promptly to get it changed. So.
Well, I mean, you've started a precedent now.
Yep. And this goes forward with Ghost Rider and.
Did they end up selling those or no?
They sold them before the con opened. It sounds like.
Yeah, it was. I heard
nobody at the con got to get them.
Yeah, it was
to the influencers again.
It was private. Yeah,
I thought that was a joke about the influencer line, and that dude went live a couple times and said that was gonna happen.
Yeah, so. It was private sales, and then they said Deadpool. What's the new Deadpool book? Deadpool something. Yeah, it's gonna get an acetate cover too. So that'll be
and do it at the Boston show, because nobody in Boston's known for being hostile or anything, right?
Yeah, right.
No.
It's not LA. We're giving everybody a chance.
Yeah, we talked about it. It should be Greenland. Yeah, I mean,
we all agree.
Yeah, we all.
It's bullshit. Yeah, whatever. They're just trying to stick to their guns. The acetate cover by Crane, bro. You did not write interest on that. I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, what are you gonna do? Well, somebody did some airbrushing,
Yeah, pretty much.
But so that's that.
Some more CGC fun. Is that what's next?
Yeah, I mean, that's all I have.
Oh no! Didn't you add those other pictures from Rick?
Oh yeah. So sorry, I got that. I got this. Hold on one second. Let me do this. Let me see. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah. So this is the first one. So
it's even worse.
I know. So they gave a pedigree to Spider-Gwen Gwenverse #1, and I know it's hard to see. So let me do a little bit of things. Let me blow it up for everybody.
So this guy apparently also has a 9.6 with a pedigree label.
So Tau Virgin Edition Spokane. So it's a Frankie's and Golden Apple Comics exclusive. I guess Spokane is the pedigree. I don't know what that all means.
No, I don't think there's a pedigree on there. It usually says there's a pedigree, a separate spot, right?
It would say it.
Yeah, it would say
you should look that. You want me to do that?
Well, I don't know if they changed it.
They can't be printing that many of those labels. So if this was a mistake,
I'm still sticking to my story that because I think Spokane. I'm not sure if that's a real pedigree.
So it would look like this so this is their website. So it says Eggert Church and Mile High
So is Spokane the pedigree?
No, I think they just fucked up.
Yeah, because so Spokane is not in this list. I don't believe. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I was saying,
no, it is.
So somebody just foobarred up.
Yeah, from the 50s, containing a. So somebody traveled through time to get this book and put it back in the 50s. So.
Yeah, I don't know. This was
that's such a bad mistake, though.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, so we saw that today too. We kind of just chuckled.
I don't even.
So do you send that back in? Or
no, you keep that. That's hilarious.
It's eBay. It's worth more money now.
Yeah, eBay 101. Yep, eBay 101.
Or you let CGC offer to buy it back so that they can get rid of it.
Let's keep it up for 1 second there. I want to look up the number.
Yep.
879
I mean, somebody keyed it wrong. I don't know if it was keyed wrong in the person placing the order or keyed wrong by somebody at CGC, doing.
Leg is the label match.
Yeah, it says. Does it say? Sorry, I don't know if you guys said that before, but yeah, it does say Spokane pedigree.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Well, it doesn't say pedigree; it just says Spokane, which.
Yeah.
It says if you look it up, I can't share screen. It doesn't really matter. I looked up the number. It says pedigree, and under it says Spokane.
I will say that book kind of looks nice with that label color, though.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's got that kind of tone to it.
How many people did this go through, and they just let it go out the door? Is there no training?
Dude, a lot.
There's no quality.
It's just like, dude, just so somebody has to have the eagle eye in the building. They can't be even printing that color of a label very often.
Exactly.
Especially on anything post 70 something.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe there's a couple that have some 80s, but not really.
So
I love it.
Hey, Greater Note's unavailable.
Yeah, they don't need to. It's a
I know.
I just wonder if they put it in on the pedigree and click a button wrong, and then it just carried through the whole system.
Yeah,
if the person is submitting good.
You can enter pedigree when you order. I haven't tried. I could try, I guess, right now. I haven't.
Yeah, you can enter it, but they've got to verify it.
Yeah, I know. Like you could do it. Somebody could send it in wrong. Somebody could have. This could have been a show drop off where like one of the kids. Because I've had people. I mean, obviously, like Modern Variants has been a gig I've been on to for ever since I got back in comics. Yeah. So I had to do a show drop off, and I had to. They're having to refill out a form, and the people working there, and this isn't their fault. Like they're like, especially now it's even worse with all these like, Power Ranger, Ninja Turtle, like Virgin variants. Who the hell knows what you're looking at?
No.
So it's not their fault. So somebody could have just somebody at show could have clicked the wrong button.
Twice. There's at least 2 of these.
I lean that the person who submitted them probably clicked the button wrong, didn't notice, and then it just rolled through the system.
So again, let me go back to the previous. Hold on a second. So I know these guys are my guys in my area. They're from Plymouth, Michigan, actually. Really good guys.
Are those the boys?
The boys, I'm sorry.
Your boy with the pre-code horror.
No. So basically, so I can probably go see him actually tomorrow or Wednesday when I go to work.
Do some deep reporting.
Yeah, I gotta hit the streets.
Yeah, so when you submit a book, I knew I saw it. I just never paid attention to it because I've never had a pedigree book that I've had a pedigree book, but they're already graded. I've never submitted a pedigree book.
I sent a couple in, but I've always had to send in documentation.
Yeah, I think I even dropped off like a Mile High one for you or something.
Yeah, like there's a few that they'll back end will do, but like the Larson pedigree, because it wasn't a pedigree when that got graded. So if it sees the Larson name on it, and then there's the internment camp one, I'm blanking, and that one, it's got like the code words and stuff, but I think that mostly got graded live, but occasionally a little bit will slip through. But almost all the rest of them, you have to have some kind of paperwork for.
Yeah, and so even when you singularly submit a book, there's a pedigree checkbox, and then it gives you the drop down, and then literally there's about, I would say, 50 pedigrees right here to choose from.
Yeah,
if not more, and they're not all there.
Yeah,
like Mile High's not there.
Oh, that's the Edgar Church, not Mile High on there.
Yeah.
They
so
renamed it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right.
And they don't list the bullshit Mile High 2 that and 3 and 4 that Chuck keeps listing.
Or CBCS as some of CBCS's pedigrees today.
Yeah. So basically, you can. So somebody might have done that. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll give one a whirl.
Why not? Right.
And you know what I did? So I was at if you guys saw that picture of me spinning in circles with Bert City and Drew and Greg Horn at SDCC of that video. So I was talking to Greg. I was talking to him for a while. I guess he's been pressing his own stuff for a while. And he said, I guess he's got some crazy collection. And he talked more. And he's done books for Drew and stuff. So he was talking to him about it. And he said that they wanted to give him, once he's ready, he hasn't even submitted anything before of his own personal stuff. Obviously, artist stuff he submitted, but that they want to give him his own his own pedigree, because I guess he's got some crazy collection.
Well, I think there's a difference between a pedigree and from
the personal collection
copy.
Yeah.
He said I'm not sure what I just said, but he did say his own pedigree. I know that they definitely would say from Greg Horn's personal collection.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
he's been around a long ass time,
Well, it's like Frank Miller, right? Where all those Frank Miller books you see, that's like from the personal collection of Frank Miller.
Yeah,
it's not a Frank Miller pedigree, but
yeah, I don't know what they.
Yeah, CGC, Gaines file copies. They're not pedigree, are they?
No, but they get sometimes.
It's the same thing, though. No, there is Gaines pedigree in the drop down.
So I just thought they were done with pedigrees. Like they said, they're pretty hard to do.
Yeah, so that's
what too.
Yeah, so I'm talking to the guys. So pedigree, I've talked to a couple guys about this. So pedigree, you got to have basically it's more like a thing.
Yeah, you've got to have a broad swath of stuff, and it's supposed to be original owner.
Original owner, broad swath of stuff, and it's got to be. I hate to say, the story has to be good too. It just can't be like I'm a comic book dealer. It's got to be,
Yeah, I don't know that they give him a pedigree per se. I mean, CBCS is more light on it, but I could see them doing the personal collection thing, because like there's Frazetta ones. I showed some Barks ones the other day. There's been several others I know. Somebody, God, I just saw one not too long ago that came out recently of another artist.
Yeah, good point. And it has to be high grade, obviously.
Yeah. So I don't know that I bet they're just saying a personal collection of.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, good for him.
But still cool.
Yeah. That's all.
But maybe if he puts if he clicks them all in with the pedigree of something, then he can get the pedigree labels.
Spokane.
Yeah.
Somebody submit an acetate.
Yeah, qualified. Just basically high grade, original owner, good stuff. You know, my West Coast Avengers run. I'm gonna ask him for a Tales from the Flipside pedigree, and maybe we can submit all our books.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't think they do it without a significant chunk of at least silver and bronze. I think there might be a few. I don't think there's any with just bronze.
I'm gonna buy every
PGX.
Well, I mean, CBCS has that damn Nickel City one, which was all fucking 80s books.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy every non-key, non-9/8 silver and bronze keys for like 9/8 and just make them my own. I bought them.
Can you imagine if you got your own pedigree and it was you got rivets? Nickel City. Nickel City got recognized and got all those rivets.
Well, that was a bullshit pedigree.
It's a kick in the nuts.
I mean, it was just a dealer that had a bunch of fucking backstock. I thought that one was a crap.
Yeah. So that's all I got for the news. I don't want to go too much into the whole CGC thing, but that's what I got for news.
Yeah, that was just amusing more than anything.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna handle you want to hand over the market report? You want to rock it?
Yeah. Again, there wasn't a ton of like real exciting news this week, so there's a few market trends, but a lot of the same as last time. So I really kind of just highlighted some cool shit again because sometimes that's all you got. I have never see this book in any kind of grade, so this was a pretty impressive grade on this. Sparkle City.
What was ours? I say ours. What was ours? 5? Was mine 5? 5.5? I think it was.
No, I don't think it was that high. I had. I bought it from you, right?
Yeah, 4.5.
I think it was a 4. I don't think it was crazy grade. I'd have to check my records.
I can't remember.
I sold my my PGX 6.5 with bright, filthy, rusty staples for like $4.50.
Yeah, I sold mine back when the movie came out, and I made a few bucks, but nothing crazy. But yeah, I think it was a 4.5. But I mean, above a 6 in this thing is
good.
It's a book nobody gave 2 shits about, and still most people don't give 2 shits. But it's a number 1, so
I don't think I've ever seen one of those in the wild.
Not many.
I picked mine up in Tennessee. Actually, my cousin picked it up for me. I was run on Craigslist, if you can believe it.
Where's the other one that was kind of in there? Hold on.
The Craigslist pedigree.
Craigslist pedigree.
I was a king of Craigslist for a while.
Weren't we all at one point?
Yeah.
Mercenot Dollar Bin YouTube pedigree.
Yeah.
If it's in the video, it gets a pedigree.
I don't see it. I had somewhere there was a Showcase 5 I meant to include.
No, I got 6. I got Showcase 6?
The Challengers is where's it under?
Showcase, this one?
Yeah. I got you must have had another title, something different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this is another book you just don't freaking see. Really, that's a solid price. I know I sold. I think it was it might have been a 5.0 for about half that about 3 years ago. So it's an unappreciated book, tough to get the colors. Most of them I see are just with all those greens and reds faded as shit. So that's really a decent looking copy. And you got to think it's 2 issues after the first Flash, which you don't see that many copies of that. So first, Kirby team kind of concept book, very important book that gets overlooked a lot and is just freaking tough. So cool book to see. Sparkle City. Oh, that wasn't even Sparkle City, but I was gonna say they had a shit ton of good stuff this week. Talking about cool ass books. This made a friend of ours about blow up for a long time. This is a nice ass copy though. A little bit of foxing around it. Sorry, the eBay thing putting the seller's name in. I can't get the whole book now, but I mean this guy at a brief looks above a 6 and maybe into the 7 range.
This cover's got so much going on too. If you start looking at it, it just gets deeper and deeper.
Yeah, this is one of those that'll mess with your head. First Crypt Keeper, just I mean, an iconic ass book.
And dude,
so that's the file copy.
Tales from the Crypt is dropping the new comics about to come out, right?
I think I heard that. I don't think that really affects much.
I got a sneak peek at one of the books, and it's gonna have some covers.
Hopefully, it's fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab it, and you'll probably want the cover I saw. So
nice. I already know where we're going there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is a beast of a book. I don't know where they found it. I mean, it's a nice ass copy because most of these are beat to shit.
And dude, it's from Johnny Craig's personal fucking copy. I mean, let's get out of here.
I don't know if it's Johnny Craig's personal copy. I think
it says, I'm reading right now saying it's still live. Just took 2 copies, blah blah. Yeah, this comic comes from the personal collection of Johnny Craig. Be sure to keep an eye out every week from other eBay auctions. We continue to sell original EC blah 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 from the collection of Johnny Craig.
All right, well, shit, never mind. I didn't notice it flipping through the pictures.
Yeah, they even list Overstreet. It says Overstreet says this book is $432 in good and $8,000 near mint.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Well, this is why. Why do they print this thing? This thing's gorgeous, dude. There's no work done to this.
No, it looked nice. I mean, there's just some foxing, right?
There's some foxing, so a little bit, and not even that much foxing, a little bit of tanning.
Yeah, I mean, it is
a good deal.
It's a brilliant copy.
Yeah,
so whoever got that, congrats.
Yeah, that was a very, very, very smart purchase.
I mean, I read the Johnny Craig file copy, but in my head, Johnny Craig artist, there's a file copy.
Yeah, and this really came out of there. I mean, there are no color breaks on the spine.
Oh, it's a beauty.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing. Yeah, other than the tanning or foxing.
And it may grade higher. I don't feel confident once you get some of those factors. I don't always know how to make them mesh.
Those ones, yeah, absolutely should grade in the moderns. Sometimes, but they're going to be a lot softer, I think, on that in this book. Yeah. You know,
somebody's gonna be real happy.
Yeah, that was a really good buy. I hope that really was the Rage Quitter.
I don't even care if it's a file copy. I mean, even if it's not, that's a beautiful copy. If it is,
I don't give a shit about. I mean, it's nicer that it was.
If it is, it's a bonus. But I don't know how they verify that or not.
Yeah.
But damn.
Yeah,
that was the book of the week. Yeah, I don't know how you go with that. This is just a cover I love for some reason. It is just demented.
Ooh.
I just every time I see it, I want it. I have never actually come across one in the wild, and I always find other things I want to bid on. But I just really dig this one with the skulled heads.
Was that a buy it now or was that an auction?
I think it was a 1-bid auction. I don't usually do the buy it nows. It gets too hard to dig through what actually sold and what didn't. So everything I pull is usually auctions. So Spider-Gwen still hanging strong.
Yep.
I mean,
that's down, right?
Not as much as some of the other stuff. I mean, I think what it cop out around 2.
I think it was like 2. Yeah. Should probably be a buyer at 15, considering everything else going on right now.
I mean, it's still holding very well for it being a $3K book in 2019 or $300 book in 2019. That's still doing real freaking well. I don't think it's sliding as far as a lot of the other stuff we're seeing.
Not like the one you have coming up.
I don't know which one you're looking at, but okay.
First appearance 9/8. You'll get there.
Okay, yeah. This one was I just wanted to show this one because we don't talk about it too much. We don't show it a lot. But they did grade it with the back cover up, which is always nice of them. I appreciate that they do it most of the time with this one. This J. Scott Campbell cover. There's this with the also the white sketch copy. but you got to pay attention because a lot of times it's bordered with the Elephant Man side in the front. So make sure you do your research and pay attention in that when you're digging through there, because I'm sure Mercenot has found a few of these where people were sleeping.
Never.
Really? I've even found some. I know Stein has. I feel kind of disappointed that you have not. I may have to dock you some credibility. And I'm sure you're heartbroken about me threatening that. Low grade FF4. Like I said, I'm just watching for any copies of this guy to pop up.
Yep.
It doesn't feel like a bad. I mean, compared to all the other shit coming up coverless, cheap as hell, that doesn't feel like a bad buy-in.
Yeah, I think
honestly, it's got a cover. Most of it, you're missing the corner that nobody cares about. I mean, there's something else going on incomplete, but shit, that's not a bad buy-in price for the bottom. So, where everything else is,
I actually I think that 0.5 sold recently at 11 and 12 also, so it's probably a decent deal.
Yeah,
anything with a cover, I would assume on this book, complete with the cover, $7.69 is a good deal. I don't care if it's CGC or not.
So this one, honestly, I had to dig into the numbers on. I at one point had scored 3 9/8 of this from a tip from our friend Tim. I just bought them all and got a bulk discount. I slowly sold them off in 2019, 2020 early, and I was moving them around $1,000. I think I bought it in around $350. And I do see,
yeah, I remember that.
It's been floating in the between 1,000 and 2,000 for the last couple years. July there was a 3,200 sale, which makes no damn sense because there was also 2 in August for 17 and 19. So I don't know why there's that outlier. Prior to that, the high was 2K. So I don't know. This book is still appreciating at a nice little pace of 300 from about 5 years ago to $2,000. Good stuff. So, and still really hasn't had any media attention per se.
It was that book. I thought it was the seller's book.
Oh, I had some of those too.
Okay.
I bought 3 of these rated 9.8.
Was it bestsellers?
I sent you raws of that, and I still have some, but
okay.
That was also Walker hooked me up with a tip on that because
maybe
one of the other creators of that book had a case and he was selling them.
Okay.
But Walker found somebody in some thread that was selling 3 graded 9/8s they had, and I bought them all. Got to show the big daddy off. 181, 90, 8K.
Huh. Okay, so I'm seeing, because I was just checking a few hours ago where there were 8.5s that were selling for 10.
Well,
so
let's do a dig.
Something's off. Like
somebody got
prices are hella inconsistent for Hulk.
Well, were those buy it nows or were they?
I believe some of them were auctions, some of them were buy it nows.
Here we
I
go.
hadn't dug into the numbers, but give me a second.
Let's go back. I'm going to go back real quick. So this kid, that kid is still to Johnny Craig. He's been selling his original art and file copies for almost a decade now.
Oh, so he is legit.
Yeah.
Dang.
He had a Johnny Craig pencil art of Drusilla the same day as a Crime Patrol sale. So good for that dude. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I gotta say it. I didn't think I'd probably see 181 for 82 for 9.0 again. So I gotta imagine that's as good an investment as you're pretty much gonna get.
Yeah,
I'm pulling up data
that book. I'm like if I need to buy, I definitely would be selling a couple things to grab that one if I needed to. 5-day no reserve, white PQ instead of pages. I don't think anybody searched for pages. All-Star Comics 99.5. Believe it or not, that's not that great.
Well, let's see. I think it's same as everything else.
So there was somebody in the comments asking if we would trade a Hulk 181.90 for a nice copy of Crime Patrol or a bunch of raw EC books, I said yes. Hulk 181 isn't a rare book.
If we're looking at that Crime Patrol versus a Hulk 181,
absolutely,
no question. Even go up a grade to bring the price to appropriate. No question. The rarity of that Crime Patrol, I'd take.
I'd have to pray on it.
Yeah,
181 is a dime a dozen. They're everywhere.
So, looking at the year, 181 topped out in January at 13.4. A lot of sales in that 11 to 12. A few have dipped under $1,000. August 1st had a 92.88, and this is a low sale at 8,200. So, I mean, that's the cheapest it's been since January 21.
And
actually February 21.
So it's
and one year ago in July it hit 15 grand.
So
jeez.
I think it's even the big
actually
dogs.
In December it hit 15 grand again also.
But you're right, Carter. A 10 somebody paid 10.65.
Yep.
The 10th for 8.5, and on the 5th there was a 10K. So very peculiar. Just bad timing. Bad. I mean, that's a Sunday auction. It's not an off day.
This book's a roller coaster.
It's a reasonable. I mean, it's a reasonable seller. 1,000 feedback, 99 point something.
Yeah, an 8.0 hit almost 11,000 last year.
Yeah, so this guy's probably pissed off that he.
I know. I'm like, $8,000 is $8,000, but it ain't 10 or 15.
I'm really glad I had an auction in May. That's all I gotta say.
Right?
Yeah. So I don't think any book's immune from a little bit of downturn.
Nah, but I call this an outlier. 5-day no reserve. I don't know if you have it saved. I would like to see what time this ended. 5-day auctions on a book like this, even though it's this book. I mean, even if this ended Sunday, this dude he started it on Tuesday when he should have started it on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know why you do 5 versus 7.
Or Wednesday, whatever. My math is. Yeah,
I don't think a book like this should take that much of a beating on a short auction, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I just don't put as much faith in that. But I don't know. I just saw a 9.9, and I think those are amazing. It's a CBCS 9.9. Still, I don't know if I'm paying that much on Mojo, but
Long shot one. I mean,
long shot 3.
And that was a 3-day no reserve auction.
I just think people really dig 9.9s. CBCS is a little freer with them than CGC.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
man, just go to a dollar bin. It is okay.
You can get a lot of 9.8s for that price in the dollar bin. This one, it is falling like a rock. I mean, this guy was selling sales at 1,200 and consistently 900 last year, and even early this year, though it was slowly trending down. I think I said a while back that I thought it probably is going to eventually settle around 3, so maybe it'll get there.
See, I think
we're down to 420.
High. I've seen pictures of long boxes full of these.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think 420 is still high.
We talked about it when it was coming up. I mean, I remember looking at this book, and I could have bought them at $50, probably 7 years ago, and then they hit about 150. And I'm like, maybe I'll pick one up, and I'm like, I think it's going to top out around there. They sat there, and then all of a sudden last year they started shooting up because everybody and their sister wanted one, and there's a hell of a lot of them out there and a hell of a lot more raw.
Yeah, these were 200 something raw near mint not that long ago, much less 9.8. Didn't these hit a grand?
They had sold above $1,000.
Yeah.
12, yeah. I assume the real high ones are maybe newsstand, but like I said, they were consistently 900 plus. So, yeah,
we all make mistakes.
That was an unsustainable number for that book. And I kind of expect She-Hulk to take a bit of a pattern. Maybe not quite as much, because at least that's a legit first appearance. But I think we're going to see some come back down on She-Hulk.
Dude, it went from 1,200 to 700, so that's It's pretty, not even 1,200, man. I mean, I sold the, the newsstand's a little more. I know I sold a newsstand She-Hulk for 1,700, and that was probably a year ago, and I fully didn't expect that price. I was like, I'll wait around till closer to the show. Maybe somebody pulls the trigger then, and then it sold me. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. And then
Good
I think I sold another 198 was in my May auction. I want to say it was 730 or 750, and I bought them all for 400 as soon as the announcement. So I don't give a shit. I made it. They're all free by the time I sold the.
I think She-Hulk has a little more maintenance just because she's in with the rest of the MCU. She's going to be, it's going to be a little more accessible kind of storyline. You're going to get some cameos by other characters people are familiar with, the Hulk and supposedly Daredevil and all that. So we'll see.
What's up with their talking shit about Cap's sex life?
I didn't see that one.
You didn't see the commercial where she theorizes that the dude's a virgin still?
Oh.
And then gets attacked by aliens, as she rightfully should.
I didn't see that one.
Man saved America. I had to live in ice. Let him be. How much more blue balls can you get to be in a glacier for 80 years? But whatever.
This one was just one. It's late sci-fi American comic strip, which is way less collectible than most things. I just thought it was kind of a cool cover that I've never come across before.
That's an amazing cover.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Now I want it.
Right?
Holy shit!
I'm betting you can dig this out if you find somebody with some serious, 50s books, which we all know those dealers, because there's even the pre-cut or the horror stuff really doesn't sell super well. So this is one maybe worth doing a little investigative digging.
Ooh wee! I'm in
Carter's
love.
adding the list.
I'm in love.
Right? And I'm betting you can find it cheaper out there in the world. That feels like it'd be in a sub $100 box all day long. Weird book of the week. HR Puffin stuff, high grade, autographed by two people. I assume two of the actors. I don't know. But it's Sparkle City, so they get some views. But somebody wanted a piece of their childhood back.
It's terrifying.
Right. So it gives me nightmares.
Did somebody trick or treated over here like that? Not answering the door. Oh no!
You would figure you're on a bad.
Dude, fresh out of candy.
You figure you'd have a bad freaking trip coming back at you there.
Full flashback. That might open my door and that there, dude.
That's like something out of that Happy show that was out. The nightmare freaking creatures. This one, I know people sell these warehouse lot finds high grade, but I'm like, that's what that's $50 a copy. Like, if they grade 9.8 and you're getting somebody to sign them, I don't see the value in that. It's like a $10 book, isn't it? If that.
Maybe they're getting them signed.
Dude, I don't know. You're out of your fucking mind.
I'd be willing to bet you can find it in a dollar bin.
No one gives a shit, dude. No one gives. I know it's all childhood, and I know today it might sell for a little more than it did like 2 years ago. But
are you gonna
of those?
Can you see anybody putting it on their wall for $50, even if it's a 9.8 contender, and getting someone to buy that?
Even if the theory is that you get 198, it's still a tall order for that book, man.
And I don't know that 198 gets you there.
They said on average near mint, so some of them got to be 10s.
Listen, he's trying to get high grade books so he can get Harrison Ford to sign them and then sell them for like.
That's what I'm thinking.
Big boy money.
I don't know that whole thing.
Gotta be.
That's too much hassle. I couldn't do it.
No.
Yeah, even so, you gotta assume. I don't know, man. With some of these guys, I know he's got mega feedback, but come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's too much, dude.
Some people love doing those warehouse finds. Just means I got too many comics in my shop and I pulled 8 copies.
Yeah, it's not a warehouse, dude.
It's my warehouse.
Yeah.
We were talking about the standard one last week, and we theorized this one would go more, but it really not a lot. I was thinking this would go, $600 for the set because they were selling 3 to 4 long ago. So much tougher find. So I don't know.
I'm enjoying the show, by the way.
It's really good.
I'm only 5 deep, but I haven't quit on it. If I miss something, I actually rewind.
Yeah.
Or if I check my phone, I'll hit pause because I'm really digging it.
Need to
five. I don't think this is spoilers. I didn't know this. I was with our good friend Business Cat Jim on Saturday.
Yes.
Big comic guy, and so I didn't realize they were gonna do it. So Sandman number 9 is one of the highest regarded one issue reads in comic history, and it's based on episode 5. And I don't think I've ever read it, and if I did, it was 25 years ago. So, and I already looked at it. It's already an expensive book. So
yeah. Wait till you get to episode 6.
Wait till I got 3 seconds in just because I had to hit the next button, so it didn't start me at the end of 5 again.
Yeah.
So, but I'm probably gonna hit that about an hour after we're off tonight.
Yeah.
Probably I'm going to 6.
Okay,
and
so
does this stay up is what I'm getting to.
Does this give you hope for something that's killing the children on Netflix?
I think so. I really do. I haven't. I'm gonna be honest. I quit. I didn't quit. I paused Something's Killing the Children about number 10, and I just haven't caught up. And I really liked it. It probably gets a little more difficult to do, but if they can do Sandman, they can do a lot of stuff. It gives me hope for Saga, gives me hope for whatever. I just hope that Netflix stays afloat and keep doing a lot of all the quality stuff that they've been doing. It doesn't have to half-ass anything, especially since I think Disney just overtook them in subscribers or value, something like that. Is it number of subscribers, which is crazy. I didn't think that could happen in 3 years, but
lots of kids, buddy. Lots of kids.
Lots of kids, I guess. Well, you know what? Disney's the babysitter. Disney's the iPad, but on the TV.
Babysitter Plus.
I mean, truthfully, Netflix doesn't have nearly as much children's content as.
Correct.
It just doesn't.
It doesn't.
So, I mean,
my kid watches
family.
Yeah, my kid watches Disney Plus all day. That's all he watches.
Yeah.
If Israeli Mossad drama is a good babysitter, then.
Yeah, I mean, the other channel, just if you have kids, the other one I think is Paramount has a lot of the Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever. There's your PSA for streaming this week. Sonic 1 selling pretty well. I mean, had some movies. Still always an iconic character. Terrible cover. Terrible cover.
Come on, it's got every character on the planet on it, man.
I was watching. There was a piece of original art. It didn't have Sonic on it, so I passed. But it was a crossover from the end of this run, I think, and it had Mega Man and Sonic crossover, and it had the villain pages. I'm like, it was cheap, and I thought about it, and I just decided no.
Oh wow, I would have bought that probably. Was it cheap?
I think it went under a couple hundred, and I was like,
boy.
I might have been under 100, but I really whiffled and waffled on it, and I just you know what? I don't want the villain page. So, Secret Wars 8. I mean, even with the news and stuff, it's still trending down from its high of around $1,000. Grand was a newsstand. It's not nearly as down as everything else. I mean, it kind of topped around 800, 850 for the standard. But it's still down a bit. I just, as they say, it could be the other Secret Wars. So I think people are just not sure what they want to do here. And they also realize this is not a rare book either.
Come on, man. It's a number 1.
It's not a newsstand, man.
I had so many a year ago. I had so many in my cart. I was gonna clean MCS out, all the $300 something $9.8, everything, and I just kept not pulling the trigger. And I got a bunch. I kept buying copies when I'd find them raw. Between between $10 and $30. and when they're nice and stuff. So I've got those, but
instead, you won't get any 9/8s. They don't get those out anymore.
They're pretty tough. But you know what? There's a lot of these, and also this to me would be a book that maybe you could, because this is definitely dealers bought so many of these that maybe they did or didn't sell. So these are the ones that might have even have the, million 35 years of bag and board treatment. True. So this is because there's so many copies. I think there's a shot at it. A lot of the books I think are just they're getting dug. All the 9/8s are getting dug out, and that's why the prices are going up. But even if they're in a lull, it's still an all-time high. Whatever you want to say, this is still $300 more than it was a year ago.
Oh yeah. Well, considering you can get a number 8 for about the same price these days.
Yeah, I'd take the 8.
Yeah, as would I. That's part of my childhood. That's an image that that is my childhood. So I appreciate the Secret Wars one, but I'm going to take the black suit more. As we said, this one was over $1,000 for a minute, maybe even $1,200 for a newsstand, but it has really seemed to settle at this $700 to $800 range. It seemed to live there for a while. So it's
what was it last year? You remember?
It topped up about $1,000 when, in 2021, when things all just went crazy. Nico was talking about the card people coming over and all that. It shot up from I think I bought in around 5 and had a couple, ended up selling around 8, and I know it went up to $1,000. So, but yeah, it settled back down, still higher than a couple years ago. So you didn't lose money. I just think it had that brief spike when the market was just crazy, and ASM we thought was going to hit 10K, and it just kind of lost some movement.
This is the type of book, it'll jump back up.
Yeah, and even that's I don't think double a year or two ago.
Yeah, it's still doing well. I mean, most of these books we're saying are still up on the 2 to 3 year trend.
Yeah,
it's just 2011 was so much heat and FOMO and people in the market. It just went a little off its rocker.
The one that we really missed, I think, is when 252s were sitting around at 450 and 9/8.
Oh yeah, those were,
and the 238s. Those were the ones we should have got in on. And I can't figure out completely why this one hasn't completely taken suit. You know what I mean? It's an original cover compared.
I just think there's more.
252.
There's just more.
There's just more. The 250. Yeah, that's true.
Secret Wars was a big ass event.
Yeah. They'll throw us people all, talk. They'll do Secret Wars too.
I grew up. This was the first appearance in my head.
Yeah, me too. 100%.
So I
nobody gave a shit about Marvel Team Up.
I think they were just saved better, and there's just more of them, and there's just a lot. But it's still a beautiful book, especially if you can get the dark freaking, red orange ones. They pop. Yeah. One last one, just a fun, weird mysteries. Nice decapitated magician head.
It's pretty high grade for that book.
Yeah, dark colors with the green and stuff. I mean, colors are nice. So let's throw that in there to end.
Thanks.
All right.
Nice. Cool. What do I got? I don't have much. I got one. A Mr. Rick Dotson sent me something. Shipped it like an a-hole. No. Check this out. So I can show this one, right?
Yeah, you can show that one.
Okay.
You got there.
A little October game by Ray Bradbury.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's cool. It's got good stuff. I'm actually born in October, so it's great.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Little short story action there.
Yeah, I'll even look. Oh, 4-color creation, baby.
Yeah, I gotta get ready for spooky season on Etsy.
Yeah, dude, do it up. My wife's gonna love this, dude. So it's perfect. That's all I got.
I got 2. These are actually, I got them a while ago. Ozzy gave them to me for birthday, and I set them on the kitchen shelf and forgot to bring them downstairs. So I just kind of forgot about them. And then as I was cleaning shit up, I found him. He sent me the
Nice.
set of these.
Sick.
So, I think there's Comic-Con variants for those that are pretty pricey.
I do seem to think I remember it. This is just a fun one, kind of like the Street Fighter set that my son stole. I honestly thought my other son was going to steal these, but I don't have a good frame to go sideways in, so he hasn't yet. So that's all I got this week.
Okay.
Hey, I don't have anything today, but I will say that Friday is the 10-year anniversary of my very first haul video. So
Damn.
I should have something. I should have a anniversary haul on Friday.
Nice.
Are we gonna have bells and whistles and everything?
Probably not. Just a swing and dingling. That's it.
Are you going to just do a recap of all your videos, all the stuff you didn't?
I got new shit. I got new
a 32-hour mega playlist.
I got you.
Pretty much.
What do you? Okay, Rick or Leg? Which one?
I got a couple things I can show off.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Leg, you're last. This ought to be interesting.
I got a lot of shit.
Okay, good man.
So I made this for a customer today.
Is it our customer?
No, he already had one.
No, he has the very first one I ever made, and I regret making it because gluing those letters on is it's awful, and people love it. But so I made that today.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember you hated that one.
You charge extra for that?
Yeah, like $10.
That one actually looks a little different than I recall. Yeah. Did you go a little lighter on the background?
I did. I went darker. So the one that I made Paul was sort of my test run. It was a lighter stuff.
Are you gonna put
almost black?
Are you gonna sketch an Entrust in the back?
Yeah, I should. Then we'll go. I don't have any books this week. I did get so back there is TikTok Tales. Yeah. 27. I did find number 23, which is the first cover of that one. That one's just a reprint, so that's in the way. Did pick this up. So Tell 'em Steve Dave is another podcast that I listen to. They have vinyl records, which I have both of those. They put out an 8-track. I have that, and now I have the cassette tape.
Nice.
So it's kind of cool. I know Leg was talking in the chat saying we weren't going to show off any VHS, but I got some.
You did it.
That's no show offs. I said we're not doing a segment.
Well, I'm not on tape heads, so here we are. This is.
Well, you can come on tape heads whenever you want to come on tape.
This is Tales from the Flip Side. It's not comic books only.
Yeah. Well, this is something no one cares about. So this is the Beetleborgs, Curse of the Shadowborg.
Don't lie. Carter is salivating right now. He's putting it in his mental watch list.
This is the screener copy.
Awesome.
Screener copy.
Nice.
What year is that?
This would have been 97. So this is sort of like a B-list Power Rangers. And I was obsessed with it as a kid. I actually have a few original props from the show, and I have some comic books that were used on the show. They're production copies. The inside, one of them Spawn, and I forget what the other one is, but they're just covers glued to the other ones.
Oh, we don't know anything about that kind of thing lately.
I could do a 5-hour show on this.
Were they acetate covers glued on top?
No, that was pre-acetate. So I got this screener copy that's sealed, and then they did another movie. I got this also sealed. Not a screener copy, but pretty neat.
Wait. So are they monsters or are they Power Rangers?
I think they're Power Rangers, and those
the
are the
main
bad
people.
Guys.
Yeah. So this.
Okay. So those are the villains for the episode or whatever.
They're not villains. They live in a haunted mansion, and it's sort of a play on the Universal monsters. And they have this guy's named Flabber. He looks like Jay Leno. He comes out of a pipe organ. He's sort of their assistant, sort of like Beta on Power Rangers, and then Zordon.
Zordon, yeah.
So yeah, it was sort of just loosely based on that. Look at that watermark.
Cool.
There you go. So
I forgot. I do. I kind of got something.
Uh-oh.
You got Beetleborgs?
Not that, but
oh boy! Now he's bringing out videotapes. God damn it!
I was looking over. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I do.
What do you got?
So we have a sealed copy. We talked about this yesterday on the VHS show, which people should be watching.
That's right.
Absolutely, on Sundays.
But we have a sealed copy of Red Dawn.
Nice.
And this thing is hella hard to find. Like
That's
really,
nice,
really freaking hard to find. And we have
McDonald's logo.
We have an all-star cast of Patrick Swayze, Charlie.
I mean, that movie still is a solid one to watch.
Oh yeah, Aaron Gray and Leah Thompson. So yeah.
What year is that?
1984.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we have a sealed freaking copy of a cult classic movie.
Yeah, I don't get too excited about the VHS, but that's a cool one.
And and if anybody wants to know what my favorite movie is, that's not the Transformers the movie, then look no further than Urban
Cowboy.
Urban Cowboy. Listen, when I got this last week, and I celebrated with watching the movie like 3 times, and I can go back for a 4th. Rocked out to the soundtrack all week. So yeah, I love this movie to death. Sealed copy, got the Paramount watermarks for the people that know.
Nice.
So Carter, I've been getting to know you more and more since me and Nico and hung out.
Mm-hmm.
The layers are getting peeled back like onions now.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
You start to see some crazy.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, Mr. Leg.
All right.
This man's been ripping cards back there.
I know he's got cards. What the fuck you got, man?
Chronicles?
Just happen to be there, dude. Well, the thing is, so when you pick stuff up, they were actually only going to be like once but like because you get them online, and I'm still living back in the day where you can get
packs.
So these are Chronicle hangers. I have them sitting here. I want to.
Is that the link
I
that
love
Stein sent a while ago?
Like they're not worth a lot. What?
Yeah.
Is that the link Stein sent a while ago?
I got some links from Richie, some from Trey. I got a bunch of. I probably got like 10 blasters of just the Prism basketball, and I'm not sure I'm even gonna open one. I think I'm gonna put them in the closet and forget about them.
That stuff's been sitting on the shelf around here.
Yeah. So, but dude, they're not in California. They're not. So anyway,
I just can't justify the price anymore, dude. Like I picked up
$35,
dude. $35, dude. What the fuck?
When Walmart sells them over their own MSRP, some shit is kinky, right?
Yeah. Like
when Walmart raises the prices on you, like above what Panini's even doing, which was still $10, and they were like what last year?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a lot of bullshit, man.
And I'm sure the print runs are higher.
A couple of these rookies got to hit. Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's what Keith brought that up today over text. He said he thinks that hopefully we're not hitting an era of junk wax with Panini going to try to overproduce to be able to because they're going to lose their license.
Or keep up with the demand too, right?
Yeah, so that could suck, dude. So I'm not sure. I do
have
have
to be careful right now.
A card from yesterday's. So I got this T-shirt, and it came with this numbered card.
Nice. That's sweet.
That's
right
dope.
From yesterday. So this is 54 out of 500. This didn't make it to the SGC pickups because it was like still in another bag because I had so much shit. So this was pretty cool. But so I got a lot of. I wore it for the first time at C2E2, so got a lot of compliments on it. It is a sealed one touch basically, and it is numbered, so that makes it cool. I don't know what they sell for, but I could probably, since I got the shirt, I could probably be talked into selling it. But and you see the Wolverine homage comic, people are gonna know that. I thought that was cool. So I know this is a marketing thing, but so from Wounded Warrior Project, paperwork falling out. It's a challenge coin, and this is because if you guys weren't paying attention last November, I ran I ran an auction for a Wounded Warrior Project, raised $13,000. Nice. So I will say somehow I got on a whole lot of other people's mailing lists for things I haven't given money to by doing that. But yeah, so anyway, I thought that was cool. I know it's a marketing thing, but like it really was like a week. Like more than a week's worth of work to do all that last year. So I thought that was kind of cool. And that is my big like Instagram, whatnot. And you guys in there follow my YouTube also. I want to start putting more videos out, not like starting a new show or something like that. But
yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah, just follow Big Leg on there. You can see a couple other very weird videos I've done over the years. So shout out to Rick again. So this is one I was threatening to show. So this is the one he did for Nottingham for Whatnot. This is, yes, it is a wood cover attached, but it's actually numbered and it is licensed, unlike certain acetates by Mad Cave. So this was the combo here. So this is absolutely gorgeous work. You can obviously the Castlevania homage there. Really cool. It's got your stuff on the back. So that's really cool. So have that here, and thanks to Ben for saving me number 13.
I just noticed that
13s or whatever. Yeah, he sends me 13s or whatever his exclusives are. So another one. So this book already being optioned. Shout out to my man Bloodhaven Knight. If any of you guys ever got a chance to meet him, super cool kid. This is I won the book though. So this is 8 Billion Genies, which is optioned and going absolutely nuts. This is I forget. This is maybe a BTC thing, but this is backwards. I forget. This is Schmalky Remarks. So he drew this on here.
Yeah.
So I watched him live draw it on Bloodhaven Night show from C2E2 while I was taking off on an airplane trying to fly to Chicago from Cleveland. So got that in there, got to watch him draw that live, and super cool remark. 8 Billion Genies is beyond hot right now, and has been staying there. Shout out to my man Mr. John for sending this to me.
That's cool.
Yeah, so thank you. I saw when I was traveling around the Midwest, John and I went to a comedy show with my buddy James, and I had a big old stack of books, some of which I'm going to show you now, that I was like, hey, you know how to ship comics really well, and I don't have any way to carry them across the country? And he's like, yep. I could have left them up to my buddy James, but I felt a whole lot more comfortable giving them to John. So yeah, we're going to go with some of that. Give me a second here. Oh, so this I grabbed off a wall earlier because we were talking about it. So this is I've had this for a long time, but here's the rivets in the CD collection. But and I bought this.
Bad label.
Stand Toxic Crusaders 1 9.8. And so I don't have any watchers. Sometimes I put stuff I don't want to sell on eBay. So I think I put this up like $800 and no one's looked at it. And if they don't buy it, I'll be even happier. So and every time I look at it, I go like, why did I do that again? But anyways, I got a 9.8 Toxic Crusaders, but I've got the rivets from the Nickel City.
Yeah, that Nickel City is weird.
Not a new pickup, but because it's what we were talking about earlier, I grabbed it off the wall. So we'll go with CGC reholders. So if you remember ever to do this, CGC reholders because they put the wrong.
I remember that.
On the wrong number, so they reversed these two books, right? And the thing is, I think the grades were right, but they didn't reverse the grades. So anyway, so now this says number 1, but I think this is nicer than the other copy, but it's 994. I think this is the fucked up. This is the COA. It's number 24 of 500. I do have a 9.8 of this, so I'm not that mad that I got 9.4 of this. But anywho,
might be time for a regrade.
No, yeah, it might be, but not on this one. So
nice.
So this is the number 8. This is the graham crackers.
Yeah, that's a bitch.
Also, this thing's a bitch in high grade. Graham crackers have them in there. It doesn't really matter. It's also the COA. It's 85 of 500. It's 85 of 500. And the one thing there was only when I submitted this, which was actually the last year, there was only there were no 9.8s, but now there's 4 including this. So still only 4 9.8s in the world. Kind of a badass cover, especially if you're a Masters Universe collector. Out of only 500, and I've probably had at least 8 copies of this because it wasn't an expensive book. It wasn't for a long time.
No, it wasn't until 5 years ago it really started gaining steam.
Yeah, it did, but even then, man, it was still like 30 or 50 from like.
Yeah, I remember I picked one up and like all of a sudden somebody paid $200. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and I've got more of these, but this is the nice one I have. So.
Yeah, that's
I mean, obviously, you can't get nicer than a 9.8 in it, but like.
Well, that's one of my favorite covers on those.
Oh, 100%. And so that's one that had 2 variants. So the other one is the Faker.
Yeah.
Which is the most famous one, the toughest one, the one everybody wants.
Yeah, that's the other one.
It still only has the 198, I think. And this one just gorgeous. This was a broken case that I sent back, so I don't think I ever showed it off. Thanks. This is a gift from Matt. And, anyway, cool. I just love that.
What did my brother get? Did he get 9.6 on the Faker? I think.
9.4, 9.6. Yeah.
9.6 or 9.4, I forget because I got Martian Manhunter I think I got one in 9.4 and I got one in 9.6. And they were pretty
I don't
similar.
remember.
I still think my 9.4 for that on-site 9.4 is actually the nicest one I've seen. So there's that.
Someday you maybe take another run at it.
I might, but the thing is, it's still the nicest copy I have. So it's just I'm never in a hurry to regrade stuff just for my own satisfaction.
You never know what'll happen.
You never know. So thanks Bagley for a beer-a-thon. This is a beer label, but it's called Road Rage on the 405. So LAX Long Beach, and this was my life for a long time. Road Rage on the 405 every day when I was going from Burbank to Santa Monica and back, and every Friday to come up to where I live now, I'd have to take the 405 and get in a car fight every freaking Friday. So this is a beer label that didn't go on the can. So I gotta find a frame or something for this. This is pretty awesome, and they had a lot of great art for this brewery. It was called Paperback. They're trying to get comics and beer together, and I was trying to talk to them about it. I don't think they really realized how interested I was. I was like, comics and beer, come on. So
let's bring them on the show.
What the hell? So these just came out. So I mean, it's pretty obvious. I was gonna pre-order 9.6. All right, good, Mike. I'm glad you got that. Maybe they both got 9.6. I forget. So thank you. Oh, my light just got there. We go. So we got Madball GPK just dropped. So I even forget which ratios and which is which. I had to pre-order all of these. Is this a Freddie? I think that's Freddie Williams. Who I love Freddie Williams' work. So we've got this and then the ratio. So yeah, I mean, nice. Come on. If you've ever met me,
yeah, right.
You know that. I mean,
you're rocking the shirt.
Yeah. Let's go. This was from SDCC and they were cheap, so I was pretty excited. It's actually licensed and cheap, so I got those. We were so this is some of the stuff that John sent back. I'm just gonna do them quick, because there's no need not to. But these are all the same half price books, right? And they weren't like all $1, but they were all priced like a year or two ago. So minimum like half price put Spawn, but 182, 142, a 300 for $7. Yeah, a 280, which is pretty tough. 240. They even wrote tied for third lowest print run on here, but you find a Spawn 240 like just you don't see him in there anymore. 125, 218, which is also literally impossible. 193 variant just had a good price. Any Spawn variants can be good to grab. 214, of course, going to grab those. Those early 200s, late 100s are impossible. 104, also not impossible, but for I think it was $6.
I was impressed that they were all.
Got the barcode, but I think they all did, so I don't think. But any of these end games, buy any Spawn end games you find. You're not going to find them. 110, 108. 106. The guy looks up 143. I slept on this, one of my favorite Spawn covers. I slept on this so long getting a 9.8 that everybody else caught on that they liked it, I guess. Because 9.8s went from like $110 to like $310. So I don't have a 9.8 yet because one of those I waited on like an idiot. 118, 129, 137, and honestly, if I get a 9.8 out of like 1.5 of those or something, it'll pay for all of them. So I'm not tripping too much. Let me see, what was the other crap that I found there? These are from a good store. I'll show you last. Yeah, just the other cheap stuff. I still like the AH Wonder Woman's for $2 and stuff. This Spider-Man, this is a McFarlane charity book. I've only seen two.
I saw that and I didn't know what it was.
Both. This one was sent to my buddy who's roller skating rinks, but I never saw Neil Adams Skate Man before.
Oh. So
I thought that was pretty cool. And for $2, my buddy Brad, who does not watch this, will like it. This was I don't remember where I think I got all the rest of these not at the same store, but yeah, just good old first Ant-Man. This just love this Turner. Again, $2. Also, it was nice to see 22 and 23. $2.
Nice.
That's it's a nice first appearance. So that's you like those. I'm not leaving Web Spidey one newsstands behind for $5. That's just idiotic. or Turner variants for $4. Those are leaving also. This $2 for a ride, Adam Hughes.
Yeah,
why not? Great cover, AH cleavage. You got a winning deal, and then I think the last stop before I saw John was a toy store, and he just got some comics in. I think I actually might have got that $195 from him also.
I think so too. I think I was in that pile.
Yeah, I think it was in that pile, but I tried to just mix it with these. So X-Men 4, yeah, hot, blah blah blah. I don't remember. I think I overpaid a little, but somebody who hates slabs cracked it, so that made me not mind paying a few more bucks for X-Men 4 because I'm used to paying $1 to $3 for it. So there was that. Definitely. So super clean. I've got this in the 9s, unpressed. Newsy, GI Joe 1.
Nice.
He had it 200. I don't know what it worked out to, but there's a cash deal for that book I just showed. This book, and then this one was just super clean. I thought his prices might have been a little high, but this is also like that red version.
Yeah, that dark. I saw that. I was like jealous.
I was like, oh. And this, I was looking at his prices, and he was like, and I was like, yeah, well, I'm not sure about that one because he hadn't priced it. And he's like, well, and we, like I said, we worked the deal out for all of them. And he's like, well, that one was going to be like 150. And I'm like, well, yeah, okay, throw it in there. Let's throw it in there. Sorry, this is just, if you're a product of this era, whatever you think, but Liefeld, McFarlane, both on this book, we can tell the faces. We know, we all know the signatures, but this one just being that clean with that red.
No, I saw that. That was so red like pretty.
This. The orange is so much more prevalent.
Yeah,
and people call it a variant or whatever. I'm not that ridiculous, but yeah. So I just love this. So this was my favorite pickup of those things, and I think that's it.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. C2E2, I didn't even buy anything. I came home with Rick's book.
Cool. All right, guys. We appreciate it. Like usual, check out Furburton Nerd Report. Let's do VHS show with the Carter. We're doing comic shop talk. If I missed something, I'm sorry. But all right, guys. We'll talk to you guys next week on Monday, at least this group, and then check out what else is going on, and see everybody later. So, peace.